This is an A-20 Havoc. We used it extensively in World War II. Through the Lend-Lease program, Great Britain was using them, Soviet Union, very common in World War II, but this is just one of a few examples left in the United States. This one got shot down. It was in a swamp for 49 years. So we took it out, we rebuilt it, and get to display one of, I think I want to say only one other static display and one flying in all of the United States.
Oh, wow.
So you just won't see this very many places. This is the B-24 Liberator. It's the most built bomber of World War II, produced in the highest numbers. This particular one was in the Lend-Lease program for, it's an American bomber, but it was in the Lend-Lease program in the UK. And part of that agreement is that after the war, they would either destroy or return, depending on that aircraft. So this one was left in India. It was supposed to be destroyed, but you can imagine at the end of the war, everyone's looking to go home as soon as possible, and it was left in somewhat of a decent condition. So the Indian Air Force took the remaining B-24s that the Royal Air Force left behind, and they started flying it. So when we heard about it, it was in the Indian Air Force, and staff and volunteers learned how to fly a B-24 in the 70s and flew it back from India, and it's been here ever since. It's our first major acquisition outside of the Boneyard, outside of Davis Monthan Air Force Base. And on this side, you see homage to markings on the Indian Air Force. That's another interesting story. This is another aircraft. This is the Hawker Hurricane, so it's another Battle of Britain kind of hero, kind of the workhorse of the Royal Air Force for a while during World War II. It's another one that we had to compile several Hurricanes to create this display, giving us the freedom to paint it at a paint scheme that tells a story. So we told the story of Elsie Wade with this airplane, who learned how to fly in Tucson. He ended up joining the Royal Air Force, like in the movie Pearl Harbor, where Ben Affleck volunteers to fly for the Royal Air Force. And this was like a legitimate story about that. And he ended up becoming the most successful American to fly for a foreign Air Force in all of World War II. I think he had 23 confirmed kills. 3 of them came in an airplane that would have looked exactly like this. I mean, died young in an accident, but a hero.